Hey, what's up, Lumberjacks and Janes? It is Rick with Stumpt, and I'm here today playing more Civ 5. And today we're getting into the atomic era. Let's go ahead and open our tech tree, take a look at what we've got going on. We just finished the modern era, so here we are in the atomic era. We've got 8 different techs to research this episode, and then we move on to the the information era, which will be the last era of this playthrough. So what are we going to research first is the question. Currently we're at peace and we've got quite a military going on, and I feel like we need to start investing in atomic theory. This is going to unveil uranium, which hopefully we have in our borders, which will allow us to create some nuclear weapons and hopefully deter any of these jerks from declaring war on us. Oh, and I get to make a proposal as well, do I? Still the leader of the Congress here, the 6th Congress of... Oh, I could rename Gandhi's Super Fun Congress of Good Times. I've just renamed it. I'm the leader. I can do what I want. What are we going to propose is the question. Well, we can propose a world ideology. We could propose freedom. That'll piss everybody off. I could propose a world religion, which will also piss everybody off. But at this point, I don't care. Everybody already hates me. So I'm going to hate them right back. We can also do historic landmarks. Great in-person tiles improved by +2. We could do that. And you can see that some people are going to be sore with us, Sweden and France mainly. But I don't want to piss off France. They're my only friend. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do world religion. And I'm going to say Buddhism. I'm going to say commit proposal. Deal with it, all you turkeys. That's right. You might not like Buddhism as a world religion, but you're going to get it because I have 11 votes. Your proposal to Gandhi's Super Fun Congress of Good Times is a blatant attack on our interests. I hope this does not escalate to future conflict. I found your proposal to Gandhi's Super Fun Congress of Good Times very troubling. Surely there's a better way to resolve our differences than petty politics. You know what? Shove it up your nose.
La France.
Sorry, France. I ain't giving you open borders. I found your proposal to Gandhi's Super Fun Congress of Good Times very troubling. Everybody hates it. Too bad. The proposal to Gandhi Super Fun Congress of Good Times is a blatant attack on our interests. I hope this does not escalate to future conflict. Come on, bring it on. Ooh, I've got a new spy. Where are we going to put this spy? I'm kind of thinking I'm going to move these spies from where I've got them. I'm going to move them into city-states so I can increase my influence with them. Who do I want to increase influence with? All these city-states that are currently with Dido, I would like to take them. Actually, which ones are over here by Kamehameha? Bratislava and also Singapore. You, my friend Shanks, you're going to go... Where are you going to go? We're going to stick you in... Wittenberg. That's where we need you. That's where you're going to go. Shanks, pack your bags. You're going to Wittenberg. Pedro just declared war on Napoleon. The people with the pointiest sticks is now Dido. Dido now has the strongest army, but I'm 2nd place, which ain't too shabby. I'm the most well-equipped military within my continent, so that's going to give me a little bit of peace of mind. And let's see. The update on the international games is we're at about 43%, and currently we put 795 production into these games, which means that no matter what, we're going to get the 3rd and 2nd place awards, which are +3 happiness and a one-time increase of 30 influence with city-states and 3 happiness. Hopefully we are able to get 1st place though too, because that's going to give us a tourism boost, which is going to be pretty good. I'm going to swap places with you guys. I want my machine guns to line the front here. And there we go. I'm going to move you here, move you here, move you here, and you here. Fantastic. We've got our military all beefed up around Ormus. So if Pedro even thinks about trying to invade us, he's got another thing coming. We have researched atomic theory, which means that we can move along here. And I'm actually going to research radar next, which is going to allow us to get bombers. That's actually going to help us if we go to war with Pedro. If we build up bombers, then we can basically attack from the sky and increase our chances of taking... Ooh, I killed a Polynesian spy. Really? Oh. And we also were gifted a infantryman. Cool. Let's give you the... I'll give you the drill +1 promotion. Start sending you south. And my worker wants to build a new railroad. That's just great. Oh, look at Kamehameha come in with his head hung low. I regret any confusion by our late agent's recent activity. Please let any hostile feelings rest with the deceased operative. Hell no, bruh. No way. You think you could just send a spy into my territory after denouncing me the way that you had? Oh my God, and look at us. We killed them. We killed them in the international games. So take that. Everybody who was talking smack about us, take that in your stupid faces. We're the best, guys. We are the best. We just completed the Circus Maximus in Mumbai, and man, Mumbai's gonna run out of things to build soon. Oh, actually, as a matter of fact, I just realized that I forgot to switch over to our default focus after... There we go. I got done with those international games, so I want to switch that back. Here we go. Default focus. There we are. Fantastic. And I'm going to choose production now. So we're going to do a Mughal fort. There we go. It's about time we started fortifying our cities a little bit. And I'm going to build a hospital over here in Ormus to increase our food. Lastly, I'm going to choose our next research here. Our next tech is going to be rocketry, or actually it's going to be nuclear fission, which is going to allow us to build nuclear bombs because we are, after all, India. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if I found any uranium. So that is going to be a problem. And nobody's going to give me uranium either. We need to start looking around the map for some uranium. All right, world religion, Buddhism. Gonna vote for that for sure. And Carthage wants to repeal her embargo. Well, I'm gonna vote for world religion Buddhism, all right? And I have a feeling that's gonna pass. Because Dido is probably gonna convince some people to vote to overturn her embargo. What'd I tell you? They repealed her embargo, which is fine because I passed world religion. So now we've got that, guys. We've got that going for us. Buddhism is all of a sudden looking a lot more desirable. And I get to choose another proposal. What are we going to do this time? I'm going to go ahead and do natural heritage sites. Each natural wonder provides +5 culture when worked. We've got a couple natural wonders, so that'll be in our best interest. There we go. I mean, we've got Lake Victoria and the Great Barrier Reef. And time to produce in Mumbai. Mumbai is going to start building some bombers, maybe. We have plenty of oil to build bombers, so let's start building up. Yeah, let's start building bombers. All right, everybody, it's time that we start building some nuclear bombs, all right? Just for defensive purposes, all right? It's come to my attention that your empire appears to be quite puny. Did you forget to expand your borders, or are you just having a little trouble with that? Are you kidding me? Are you friggin' kidding me? Let's take a look at these demographics, all right? Currently, #1 in literacy, approval, soldiers, population, #2 in land GNP, and #2 in crop yield. Currently, I'm only 6th in production for some crazy reason. This is insanity. How dare Alex? How dare he? That is slander and libel, and I will not stand for it. And eventually, you will collapse under the might of this Indian military, because I'm actually getting a little bloodlusty, guys. I'm going to need to sate that bloodlust one way or another, and chances are it's going to be via attacking. And so, actually, I'm going to start upgrading some of these units down here, all right? Here we go. Once I can get rockets here, oh, man. Oh, game over. You can see that I'm starting to move my ships down south, preparing, bracing for war with Tonga. What I'm thinking is I'm going to invade Brazil. I'm going to do a land battle, take over this entire eastern seaboard, okay? Which will actually... Oh, Paris is almost taken over. I can actually go liberate these cities, these French cities that have been captured. That'll put France really in our good graces, and then I will start to attack Polynesia as well. So in the meantime, our great merchant is almost to Hanoi. We're building up a bomber fleet in Ormus. We can build up a bomber fleet in Panormus as well. Oh, France just lost its capital. Poor France. I see your armies amassed near my empire. If you wish to attack, then come. Don't hide in the shadows like a child. Well, my armies are only amassed by his borders because they're within my borders. This is kind of ridiculous, and this is one of the things that sort of bothers me about Civ 5, and I hope that they fix in Civ 6. Now, other world leaders can notice that you've amassed your army and call you out on it. And if you lie and say we mean you no harm, our units are merely passing through the area, and then attack, then you're going to be penalized for lying, basically. However, you can't call out other civs, AI civs, for doing the same thing. Now, even though I wasn't planning on invading him, I mean, I was, but not immediately. Now I have no choice. I have to declare war. Otherwise, I'm going to be called out for being a liar if I don't. So here we go. I'm going to have to go to war now. And all of a sudden, we are now at war with Pedro. And you can see that these rocket artillery have quite the range on them. So I'm going to start moving our machine guns down here. And also start to move our rocket artillery. And the good thing about rocket artillery is they don't need to set up. Look at that. See that range that they have and the power as well. Look at that. It's incredible how powerful these things are. I'm going to move this rocket artillery towards Rio. And what I'm going to do is use these bombers to start doing bombing raids on Salvador. Look at that. Salvador is going to fall. The next bomber, ba-bam, and we've got another rocket artillery. That'll move there, and we're going to start moving the soldiers in now. Move the soldiers in. I'm going to use this paratrooper. Check this out. Ba-dam. Paratrooper is going to paratroop right there, right next to Salvador. Now, Salvador does have 6 aircraft stationed within its borders, too, so we're going to be counter-bombarded. But we have plenty of units, plenty of expendable units. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they signed up for the military, guys. Don't feel bad for them, because some of these guys are going to die. But that's what they signed on for. That's what they signed on for. They knew the dangers. And we have another bomber, which I'm going to move over here to Ormus. And our rocket artillery is going to wait its turn to invade Rio. We're going to finish our bombardment campaign. There we go. Salvador's been bombarded, which means that our paratrooper can go in. Bam. Take Salvador. That was pretty easy. That was pretty easy taking that city, wasn't it? Surprisingly easy. Move our machine guns down here. There we go. We'll start fighting these guys here and just keep on moving. We're going to start moving eastward towards Rio, because we're going to take that. And you do see that Pedro has the Great Wall, so that's going to make fighting within his borders a little bit more difficult, but I believe that we have what it's going to take in order to overcome his troops. There we go. I'll give you a little bombardment love. And you are going to just wait there. Just hold up, dog. The time has come to wage war on Rio de Janeiro, so we're going to start bombing Rio. And our bombers are taking some heavy hits, but they're going to get the job done. Because some of these bombers actually should be getting some upgrades in a moment. For all of their hard work, they're going to be rewarded with some upgrades. We are just slowly moving our troops down within their borders. Pushing these troops back. Oh, we've got Sao Paulo over there as well. Sao Paulo is probably going to be the next city to go, but it's really fortified behind these mountains. That's actually in a really good spot, to be honest. That's a really cool city, actually. Kind of like that city. There we go. I've wiped out the remaining soldiers that were down to the south, so now we can start concentrating on Rio de Janeiro. I still got a lot of troops over here. A lot of reserve troops that I can start moving down. As a matter of fact, I'm going to move some of these tougher units, like this tank, into the battle. All the other civs are going to get really pissed at us. They're going to be like, you're a warmonger. How dare you? And I don't care. I don't even care. Because we're going to take over this continent, and no one can stop us. We're going to be unstoppable. I ain't even scared of them no more. We are going to need a road, though, so I'm going to start moving our workers down here so that once I take Rio, we can connect Rio to Panormus. And see what I tell you, Chairman Kamehameha, he's pissed off. He's like, I'm aware of your warmongering ways, so I'm going to tell the world the truth about you. But he's next, so If I were him, I would be worried. And Dido wants to trade with us? I don't know if I should. I'm going to, just because there's not a lot of people to trade with these days. Oh no, we lost an infantryman. But we gained an upgrade for our bomber. So, you know, that's a trade I'll take. Oh, whoops, I accidentally moved that guy there. I didn't mean to. I have a feeling that this is going to be the last that we're going to see of Rio de Janeiro, you guys. I have a feeling that we are going to take it. Yep, the city is not going to be able to survive. There we go. It is completely depleted now. All that's left to do is take it. And wouldn't you know it, we have a new capital in Rio de Janeiro. I'm going to create a puppet with this city for now. And look at all these Brazilian archaeologists who are fleeing the city. Terrified. Fleeing the city. There we go. Took out their cannon. Ah, and we've got some uranium here now, guys. Sweet. Uranium within our borders is great. We've been getting gifted uranium from some city-states, but it's good to actually have it. And now that we have Rio, we can actually do a flanking maneuver. I can send people from Rio down to Sao Paulo and people from Salvador in from, you know, the south of Sao Paulo. Once we have Sao Paulo, then we're going to move down and liberate Paris and Troyes, give those back to France, who will be eternally grateful. Okay, time to start doing our bombardment biz nasty. So, actually, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off until all my planes are healed, because I want to make sure that this Polynesian infantryman dies before we weaken the city too much. I don't want to weaken the city, basically, and allow him to take it. I want to make sure that he dies first. I found your proposal to Gandhi's super fun Congress of Good Times very troubling. Surely there's a better way to resolve our differences than petty politics. Surely there's not, dude. You brought this amongst yourself, okay? You made me do this. Our Berber died, but I expected that to happen. No surprises there. Let's see. Can I start getting an infantryman in here, I wonder? If I can get an infantryman... Oh, actually what I can do is I can drop my... paratrooper in there and take it. That's actually what I should do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this bazooka man back. We're going to drop this paratrooper. There we go. Right outside of Rio, or Sao Paulo, rather. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this turn. I'm confident that we can take this. Here we go. We're going to start bombarding Sao Paulo. There we go. Sao Paulo is just about dead. There we go. And we're going to make sure that Polynesia doesn't get the credit for this. Attack it. Come on. Why can't my paratrooper attack Sao Paulo? No. Why? You should be able to attack. I don't understand why you won't attack. All right, there's only one way to prevent Kamehameha from taking Sao Paulo, and that is to declare war on Kamehameha. Now, this is something, again, I didn't really want to do because I thought that my paratrooper would be able to take Sao Paulo, but he won't take Sao Paulo. And Kamehameha will take Sao Paulo next time. It's going to happen. So, all that's left to do is declare war. War were declared. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to bombard there. Sao Paulo is now ours. Create a puppet government. Fantastic. And now let's start taking care of the Polynesian scum. There we are. Beautiful, decisive victory. There we go. We're going to come up right behind you. Now we're fighting two wars at once. We are... Our bloodlust, though. I said that I needed to sate this bloodlust, and this is definitely getting the job done. We've just built the Pentagon. We've got a great engineer who is right there, and I'm going to send him over here to help finish up this great firewall. Actually, no, I'm going to station him here, all right? I'm going to save him because I have a feeling that we will have no trouble creating the great firewall, and we will use him to rush a different wonder a little bit later. And we've only got one turn left on ecology, which means that I'm going to put the finishing touches on preparing all these soldiers for war. Here we go. This land ship can be upgraded to a tank. There we go. And yes, we are pushing forward now. I want to make sure that all of our Rocket artillery are in place. Fantastic. Our bazooka man is going to be moving forward. We are slowly creeping in towards Paris. And I think next episode, we're actually going to get Paris. I'm going to start moving all of our bombers into Sao Paulo. We will bomb Paris, take it back, liberate it, give it back to the French, become friends and legends with them for all time. In the meantime, we're going to start collecting some wealth, all right? I'm just going to start banking some wealth right now until we can build some new units or some new buildings that we really need. We've just created ecology. We've entered into the information era, guys, which means that it's the end of this episode of Civ 5. Things are really starting to heat up. We have gone to war with Rio, and as a matter of fact, we've got a new spy. Let's go ahead and move that spy into a new city-state. Look at this. All these city-states that are allied with us. We're going to go ahead and sneak this spy into, let's see, Riga, because it looks like Riga is almost allied with us as it is. And at this rate, they will be allied with us. We'll pull some shenanigans. And let's take a look at Brazil. Where is their capital currently? It's in Brasilia. And looks like Paris is the only city left that we can return back to the French. Looks like their other city was actually razed, which is pretty sad. And I wonder if we can sue for peace with Brazil and get that city. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see if we can wrap up this war this episode. Let's negotiate peace. Now here's what I want from you, all right? I want Paris.
De novo?
You got to give me Paris, man. You got to give me Paris. All right, he doesn't want to give me Paris, so we'll take it next episode, guys. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and take Paris. We're going to do that. We're going to take Paris. This is going to be a bonus, guys. This episode, we're going to take Paris. Time to take Paris. Paris. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. Ba-Paris. Woohoo! Liberate that city! Woo! Welcome back to the game. And I bet France is going to be super, super stoked with that. They're going to be really thankful. Now, I believe that Pedro is left with a single city. Oh, poor Pedro. All right, guys, we got a couple extra turns in this episode just so that we can give Paris back to France, and we did that. And we are currently only at war with Kamehameha now. You can take a look at all the city-states. They love us. Look at this. There are only 2 city-states that don't love us at this moment. Taking a look at the demographics, how we doing? We're number 1 in a lot of spots, number 4 at manufactured goods, and number 2 at soldiers behind Dido. Dido's got a big army, but she's all the way across the sea, so I'm not too worried about that right now. This is going to be where we've got to end this episode of Civ, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Next episode, I'm sure that we're going to go to war with Kamehameha, and it's probably not going to go too well for him. So come back tomorrow to see the exciting conclusion of this playthrough of Civ 5. That's it, guys. We're in the information era, which means tomorrow's episode, last episode of our playthrough as India. And I hope you are enjoying this playthrough. And if you are, be sure to give it a like, favorite, share, and subscribe. In the comments, let me know who you want to see me play with next, and I'll take your advice into consideration when I start up our next playthrough. Anyway, guys, I've been Rick with Stumpt, and I will see you guys tomorrow.